Hey guys, what's up? This is Valentino, and today I'm going to talk about the fact that NoFap is absolute bullshit. Horse shit. Welcome to the video. I'm talking about NoFap because NoFap is everywhere, and no porn is everywhere, and no PMO. If you've never heard about what I'm referring to, NoFap is a community of people that are abstaining from masturbation. Fapping is an internet term for masturbation, and so suddenly there's people who make an effort of not watching pornography, who are making effort of not masturbating, and who are making effort of sometimes not having an orgasm. And sometimes all these go together, and these people think and claim that pornography and masturbation can get you addicted and can get you hooked, and that actually what is happening is spiking dopamine in your brain, and that the things that are triggered in your brain can lead you to actual addiction that is compared to actual addiction to drugs like cocaine, to very hard drugs and hard substances that you cannot even stop, like an addiction that you can't get out of even if you wish to, because you're so hooked and your brain just craves this dopamine release, and the only way to get that would be by masturbating and looking at pornography again. So now, where are you coming from? Are you this side that has never heard of the whole movement, that's never actively thought about pornography and masturbation? Are you the other side that is making effort of going away from it? Or are you somewhere in the middle and you're actually the people that enjoy pornography and masturbation on a regular basis? And my claim, my statement in this video is that PMO, avoiding from all of this, and NoFap is absolute bullshit. Because the way we see it today as a society, on YouTube, all on the social media, the way we treat it today as it's like this new age crazy concept, you have to become a monk, suddenly you abstain from sexual behavior and blah blah blah. And you abstain from pornography, and oh my god, what hard toll you're putting onto yourself. Isn't pornography so much fun? Masturbation, isn't it even so healthy for you? Why would you abstain from it? And the first thing I want to call to your mind is masturbation, when I think about it, is something very, very low energy, low vibration, something very animalistic that you can do, but why would you even need to? And what's the cost-benefit analysis of doing that? And when you think about that, I'm always thinking of a monkey that's inside a zoo, locked up, and is masturbating itself. And whether the monkey would show the same behavior that he's doing in the zoo, where it can actually be seen quite a lot, monkeys masturbating, you can see that on YouTube. And whether he would do that same healthy or unhealthy behavior in his natural habitat, the jungle, as part of his social structure, social society of other monkeys, whether it's a gibbon or I don't know, some rather intelligent monkey out there, okay? Would he really do that? Well, I don't know. But I'm saying it's not abnormal to masturbate, nor is it abnormal to not masturbate. I'm saying right now in society, pornography and masturbation has a massive role. It plays a massive role, and it should not play this role, because you're wasting energy, you're wasting time, and you're living your sexuality in a very weird frame. Your sexuality should be happening with your loved one, whether it's male, whether it's female, whether it's gay, whether it's whatever, I don't care, but with your loved one, with a real person, real intimacy, real love, real connection, real touch, real smell, real eye contact, all of that. And suddenly, in the last, I don't know, when did it start? We always say with the 70s, the 80s brought pornography, and well, lately with the explosion of the internet and electronics, suddenly it's everywhere. And so now we've come to a point where suddenly it's everywhere, and we have gone through this massive explosion, through this rapid progress of pornography affecting our everyday life. Sex sells, sex is everywhere, and no one ever questioned this, and no one ever like consciously decided, okay, we're gonna have it on this device, we're gonna have it on the iPods, we're gonna have it on the iPhones, we're gonna have it on all the smartphones, iPads, laptops. It's gonna be everywhere, and actually there is no one controlling it. There is no one who's checking your 12-year-old, your 13-year-old, your 14-year-old, 50-year-old, whether they're on it, what they're watching. No one is monitoring it. You have access on it anywhere. There's going to be one kind of question: are you 18? Are you legal? And then you click yes, and you're in there. Do you think an 11-year-old that's curious is deterred by that question? Probably not. Probably just gets a little spike of curiosity and wants to look at it even more. And what we need to stop seeing people that do NOFAP as like a crazy breed. People that do NOFAP are people from the past, actually. This is what society used to look like. Society used to be sex with a partner. Society used to be sex in a relationship or sex with another human being, and not women, men, or boys and girls masturbating, watching pornography, or masturbating, not watching pornography. I think it's become quite rare that people masturbate without pornography, and I think that can be to a benefit if you do it in a very special, healing, taking time for yourself, spiritual kind of process. If you're just doing it to get rid of weird animalistic urges, I would recommend you to have a really harsh look at why you're doing it, what it gives you, and whether the cost-benefit analysis is actually there. And talking about the benefits or the costs or the potential losses that pornography and masturbation might bring to you, I would like to call to your attention that any kind of mixed martial arts performer, any kind of boxer, any kind of martial arts person, or anyone that takes their sport serious will abstain from masturbation and sex before competition, and probably even through training for quite a long time, all right? And they're doing that because in the process of masturbation and losing their seed or whatever is released in that process, whatever it may be, this energy leaving your body robs them of vital life energy that they need for their fight, for their race, for their sprint, for their very important game day, okay? So these people aren't doing it, and for them it would be absolutely ridiculous to do that. They would get their asses kicked in the cage. They would potentially get harmed if they masturbate, because they would become so lush and mush and soft that they couldn't even protect their own ass anymore in the ring, okay? Like, just imagine that. And that's a fact that any kind of person that's into martial arts will definitely confirm to you. And apart from that, I highly doubt that people in the past had the time and the resources to spend such a big amount of time of their day to actual masturbation and to actual internet pornography. So what I'm recommending, what I'm suggesting, is that we don't see no porn, no FAP as this new trendy movement, but rather as a movement back to what we're coming from, back to what healthy sexuality used to look like, where it happened now and then, here and then, on equal terms, when it was dictated by our brains, by our day, by the situation, and not by some very low-key instinct, low-vibrationcy instinct, because I feel like society is getting ruled and getting turned over by their own sexual urges, and they're no longer in control. And there's a lot of people that are exploiting this. Marketing is exploiting this, and social media is exploiting this. Instagram is a filthy, rotten nest of sexual stuff, and Tumblr is the same thing. Pinterest is the same thing. Many people refer to Tumblr as like this girl porn. I don't know whether you know it, but the whole fucking internet exploded and grew so fast due to the rapid spreading of pornography. All the main pornography sites are among the top websites clicked on the internet. And I urge you to question all of this and to take a hard look at yourself and society and what's going on right now. And I think we're really fucking going down a very, very bad path. I'm very happy that there's NOFAP. I'm very happy that there's these people doing this, but they're not crazy, they're not new, and it's not a crazy concept of guys to look at themselves and say, dude, I don't want to continue down this path. I'm losing my energy. The girls are saying the same thing. They're losing their energy. They're losing their grip on life. They're developing social anxieties and problems they didn't even know before, that were unknown to mankind. And doing NoFap is not in any way crazy or new, and it's something that was normal, okay? People were not masturbating all the time. People were not looking at porn. They maybe had sex here and there when it was possible for them, with their spouse, with their wife, with their girlfriend, with their boyfriend, whatever it is. But I think we have been so hypersexualized by society, by the media, by people that exploit our urges, that we are no longer in control. And I think we should rather become a little bit more intellectual again, a little bit more well-spoken, well-read again, and use sexuality when we like to use it, and not have it use us, and not listen to any kind of little urge that might show up. And what I can recommend you, if you feel like you're being governed by your sexual urges, don't give in to them. Take a cold shower instead, go for a run instead, do sports instead, socialize instead, and deal with real people, and have real feedback of what sexuality should look like, and have it evolve in accordance with other people. And don't become this isolated person locked away that is enjoying its own sexuality through the internet, through images of other people having sex. Okay? This video is for all the boys out there, for all the girls out there, for all the women out there, and all the men out there. I hope this kind of opened your mind a little bit. I'm sure if it really depends on what year you were born. And we have a lot of people right now that were actually very active in the liberalization and acceptance of pornography into the mainstream. And these people came from a very different standpoint. They came from a repressed sexuality, was repressed by society and by conservative religious groups, and they just want to show, okay, we're gonna break free, we're gonna make free love. And this went well for a while, but at the same time, this movement was exploited by pornography, which at the end is a very capitalistic institution. It's all about money. People are making money of your clicks, of your views. They're putting ads everywhere, and you're generating the massive money. All these porn websites are actually working together. There's a bunch of I'm saying tiny, little. There's very little companies, all right, that are ruling the internet of porn. And one of them is MindGeek. You can look that up. MindGeek has almost all of the main porn sites out there. It's usually just one guy, you know, it just needs one CEO that's making all these fucking millions and billions of your porn use or porn abuse. And I hope you can break free from addiction if you're already addicted. And I know people in the 70s, they thought it would be good to liberate sexuality, but we have liberated to such a degree that now it is governing us, and we're no longer ruling sexuality. Sexuality is ruling ourselves, and certainly the internet is ruling ourselves. And as a last note that pushed me to make this video, I'm gonna put the photo actually inside this video. Just recently, I'm scrolling through my Instagram feed, all right? And I've been making an effort of not following people that are putting explicit content or putting very sexualized content. I just don't like it. I don't like the energy it gives me. And I see a publicidad, a fucking advertisement in my Instagram feed. And it's an advertisement by Bang Bros. It's very explicit. Bang Bros is a very nasty porn site. And it's very explicit. It should not be there. Instagram is used by people of 13 and 14 years of age and above. It's full of teenagers and full of children. Nobody's controlling that. And I have no fucking clue what an ad for real hardcore explicit pornography is doing on there. And what Instagram is doing, they're making up money of Bang Bros. Bang Bros is paying the money to put this there, and they know exactly who the target audience is. They know exactly who the customers are, and they just want people to click there, and they don't give a fuck about how old the people that clicking on it are, and they just want to click on this nasty shit and watch their nasty pornography. And I recommend you to resist the urge to say, fuck these people, I'm not gonna click on it, I'm gonna do my homework, I'm gonna live my dream, I'm gonna find my girlfriend or my boyfriend, I'm gonna do some real shit for my real family, for my real friends, for my real life, and I don't wanna live in a virtual reality. That was Valentino from Mexico about why NoFap is bullshit, and the whole concept of fapping in the first place was bullshit too. Alright? That's why I made this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks. Peace.